Всем привет, ребят! Продолжаем полное прохождение, часть 2, Alan Wake. Сейчас проверим чуть-чуть, секундочку. Вот проверю все это. Раз, два, три. Всем привет. Связью все будет. Сейчас стримчанский переименуем, ребят. И все, секунду. Всем привет. Так. Переименовал. Это мы сделали, это работает. Всем привет. Так, в игру я зашел. Телефон подключу. Чат, точнее. Все, огонь. Сейчас будет. Полетели.
Honey, I'm home.
Милая, я дома.
We have two of these New York flashback scenes in the game, and actually we almost cut them out. And I'm very glad that we were able to keep them in because they are very important to the story that we're telling here. These are the days when the Wakes were actually happy. And we spent so much of the game in danger and in darkness, running around with guns blazing. And also, when we see Wake and Alice together, most of the time they're arguing or at least, not being very happy. But these are the days when they were both very, very happy together, and these are the days they long for. In the second flashback sequence, towards the end of the game, you can see the cracks there. They aren't really doing very well anymore. But right now, this one, it was good.
Иди к жене, пошел.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Изучить макеты обложки. Где эти макеты?
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on, now, please.
Honey, it's a power outage.
Опять этот фонарик.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Bright Falls настоящее.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain
До
gets any
снизу
worse
контрольная
or you experience
точка.
any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job.
А, мы жену
Sure she
потеряли.
can locate your wife and...
Вроде же.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Старый. Сенса дикая какая.
Thank you for
No.
taking the license, Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look,
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Да, в кабинете.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's...
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the
Ах
back.
ты гондон, на жену
There's a hole
похитил.
in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I couldn't go anywhere yet. I had to play along with the caller. Alice's life was at stake. I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can go there through the store.
Здорово, друг.
In many small towns, life is peaceful and not that much happens that really requires police intervention. Such is the case with Bright Falls also. And the sheriff station is really a friendly, almost cozy place. Indeed, the jail cells are more often used to sober people up than holding
Смотреть
anyone for a
разбитую
longer
машину,
period
где
of
она? Эх. А, вон она.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Да ты силен.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The
Это
caller meant
кто-то есть.
business. Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me.
I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Давайте из управления шли.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches.
Симпатичный
The
шериф.
ones at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey!
Да, мама.
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the
Сейчас слишком много разговоров.
the fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody.
The visitor center is the hub of Elderwood
Поговорить
Park.
раз.
It's a place where you can get information about the local wildlife, directions if you are going out hiking in the forest, or keys if you are renting one of the cabins in the area. It also has a nice cafeteria, which looks out into the forest. It's a bright and beautiful place to stop for a while and have a cup of coffee, but it's also filled with lots of stuffed animals and mammoth skeletons and so forth. So it's not really a place that you'd want to visit at nighttime, which is what you will be doing.
But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Жди здесь.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done. Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins. Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie. Okay, sure. What happened? Poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here.
Где-то лежит на столе.
Kidnapper? Those
А
situations
вот он.
always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head.
I think this is the form you wanted. And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here. Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak? Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths.
Try to pull a joke on me. Freak me out? It's working. Ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry.
Что-то в первой главе было много перестрелки, здесь вообще просто ходишь, бродишь, разговариваешь. Ничего такого нет.
Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Будь здоров.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous.
Идите.
Everybody
Lover's
hates a
Peak.
tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over.
Пойдем.
Barry is a very fun character, right? And frankly, a big part of that is Fred Berman, who does Barry's voice. And he's a cool guy because it doesn't matter how stupid the thing he actually always makes it sound good. He would just always find the right tone for Barry. It's sort of human, even though he's saying something completely idiotic. Barry's a clown, of course, and you know, you could call him a greedy little weasel and you wouldn't be far off from the truth. But at the same time, he's a loyal friend and he's smarter than he lets on. And, you know, he's got the flaming eye of Mordor, so, you know, that goes a long way.
А, там же он уже говорил, чувак, нужно прогуляться будет.
This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Что тут за, блядь, хуйня? Потрошки нужны нам. Ох, ёшкин-кошкин.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our
Это
very
было.
own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
Херня какая-то.
You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever expected.
О, блядь. Тут света нету, болван, ты чё пишешь?
Crime and punishment.
Да.
The cancer and cure of civilization.
Телефон.
left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone? Please, help! Back here! I'm back here! Hey!
Кто-то навалял ему.
Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Так, включить свет. И где же...
Well, right now Rusty's still alive, but you know that's not gonna last for long. He's a couple of minutes away from being turned into one of the Taken.
You know, and we worked on the Taken for a long while, and when we initially started to build the concept, the basis was on serial killers from comics and movies.
Right.
We wanted them to almost seem like immortal enemies, and they always turn up where you least expect them.
Yeah, and they seem kind of mindless. Well, that's because the Dark Presence just sort of strips away everything away from them. It just leaves this empty shell and fills it with darkness and sort of throws them at you. They're really about aggression, and they don't really do subtle.
And that's exactly why we love the melee weapons, right? And we actually considered giving them firearms at one point, but when we tried that, I think it took away something from the unique feel of combat. That
because we kind of want them to come at you.
Yeah, they need to be aggressive, right? And I think the melee weapons also represent something old and mythical, what the Dark Presence is, unlike the light, which is modern and technical.
Yeah, and of course you probably noticed that they keep on babbling all the time. Well, you have, but I'm talking to a player here. That was actually kind of an experiment, because we just wrote some of that stuff on a whim for Stucky in the beginning. And when we got the lines back from the actor, it was creepy as hell. So we, of course, decided that we gotta have more of this stuff, and we just roll more of it in.
Yeah, exactly. It's just excellent.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Ох, ёпта.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing
is only permitted
for those prisoners who purchase a park license to obey. Yeah, all kinds. Rusty? Rusty, no! Never! Bears and wolves never approach any other closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed.
Ах ты, сука. Или обратно, или в другую сторону. Это... Я не допедрю. Ну да, скорее всего, откуда эти чоботы выбежали? Так, свет пополняет жизнь. Не забыл.
The Elderwood National Park sits in the middle of the dark and majestic Elderwood Forest. It's a place that features bare sun-bathed mountainsides and tall redwood forests and temperate rainforests and marshlands. Despite some hiking trails and friendly signs, it's nevertheless a wild place like nature is, and you shouldn't venture out too far into it after dusk. This place is inspired by the many beautiful nature preservation parks that are a staple of Pacific Northwest. And as we do like to throw the player out into the forest a lot at night time, this location really is in the essence of our gameplay.
Батарейки нужны.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Барабан, них, вах-вах. Чё-то Блять. Что ж вы так, блять, появляетесь, да? Нежданно. Ох ты, ёпа мать. Что, сука? Бабах, на, бах, блядь. Блять, кто такой? Да. Тоже чара, блин. Ярости. Мировой рекорд. О, потрошки, батарейки, энерджайзер, все дела. Я как кролик, бля. Мечи не кролик. Как топор, блядь, закинул. Что тут шумит? Ох, ёпта. От толстого валить, бля. О. Жбаном обмана. Сука. На. Закончились патроны. Не повезло. Конкретно, походу, бля. Окей, муфе. Далее хватит. Беда в том, что у меня патронов-то, бля. Угу. Чё тут, блядь, шумит? Нормально. Мягкое приземление.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Братаны пришли.
Kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Ой, нифига себе прикольно.
That's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
Let's move.
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun.
А чё, потрошки есть, пацаны?
Took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name.
I love this scene. This is where we show the handheld flare for the first time. It's a really effective defensive weapon. It pushes the closest enemies away, drains their shields, and actually makes them retreat. It's really useful when many enemies are attacking at the same time and you're really in trouble. We also have a twist in the gameplay here. We actually take away your gun, and you need to rely on mod to be able to survive. You need to use the flashlight to keep the enemies away and stay close to mod.
А у меня патронов-то нету. Ёк-макарёк. У меня патронов, братан, нету, дай патрон. Ставчик просто, они походу бесконечные.
Stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it. Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
Ты где там?
They'll be on us soon.
Волчара. О.
This is it, Wake. Last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake. It's them.
Вали их нахер, братан.
Monster!
Ох, ёбаная, а у меня эти штуки закончились. Наконец-то.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript.
Ладно, ребята, я перекурить скажу. 2 минуты.
Touch her mouth.
А. Раз, два, три, проверка микрофона. Погнали. Продолжить. Взять потрошки.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
Ты спиздил мою жену, сука.
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Shaping this area of dark, foggy forest into a playable area has been challenging. We wanted to give the player the impression of being lost without making the navigation ever annoying. Also, we noticed that the journey has been quite long through the national park, and many players wanted to pick up the pace this far. This basically meant that we did have to close off some of the branches we originally thought would be great to explore here.
Тихо, тихо, мы водолаза не ломали. Куда идти-то? Блять, капкан, ёбаный рот. А, еще один, ё. Что хотел? А? Нет. Не, вон он уже лежит. Конечно. Ох, ёпта, сколько капканов. А? Да? Да. Тут ночью играть не надо бас. Блять, опять всё в капкан. Что-то я допедрить не могу. Да. Не, на дерево залезть не игра не дает. Ну. А я же отсюда вроде пришел. Вроде как, блядь. А, о, нашел. Контрольная точка. Ах ты, сука. На спорте все дела. Сука. Контрольная точка, чётенько. Тут лежал. Батарейки, потрошки батарейки, хорошо. Кофе. Тар-тар-тар-тар-тар-тар-тар. Ну.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
нахлобучил. О, блядь. Угу. Четко. Чуть четко, отсюда еще есть. Отлично. Пробраться через лес. Ах ты, сука. Даешь, Кошкин. Фух. Чуть-чуть прям мне нахлобучили. Лейка. Прикольно то, что здесь где ты подходишь, тебе жизнь восполняется. Сама по себе. Ты ж пустеешь. Потрошки мне батареек нет, вот это плохо. Что? Рукопись. Рукопись. Вот и началась одна. Точки. Точки-дрючки. Допетрить не могу. До верха листопилки. Ну как вы добираемся? Я же добрался. А что тут у нас? Мне что тут нужно? А, все, понял. Нашел. Ты шо пугаешь? О, толстый. Ты где, мудак, блин? Бах. Бах. Перезарядить. Батарейки. Четко. Бревна. Ну, пойдем дальше. Так, у меня все кончилось, да? С батарейки. О, дом, видать. Отлично. Приближаемся уже. Блин, патронов нет на эту самую суперпушку, ружье. Да, конечно, не фонтан. Че за базар? Опять толстый. Еще есть дружба, ёж. О, гопник. Ай, блядь. Попался, сука. Ах, эх, 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 эх. Там в камень, блин, уперся, идёшь. И всё. Достигнуто контрольное.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Да, мы хоть из леса выбрали.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Стартили.
A story is not a machine that
Да
does what
пошел ты.
A story is a pulse.
Ух ты, бля.
Shape it, but as the story goes, it starts to
Это что за вчера, блядь?
you set off a chain reaction.
В женском туалете сидеть нельзя, понял?
The characters have to be true to themselves.
Придурок. Надо мужской был.
A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Here we have the first driving scene. The vehicles were originally designed to be used as weapons against the dark forces. The headlights are used to burn the darkness away, and you finish them off by driving over them. Along the way, vehicles became a more important part of level design, and scenes which use vehicles are clearly differentiated from basic foot combat sections.
О, прикольно. Всем привет. Так, а чё? А, сейчас. О, блядь, машину расплестаю по дороге. Да, блядь. А чё, куда ехать-то, ёк-макарёк? А, понятно. Пешком чехвостить надо. Бежим, бежим, браток.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, yes, I get you.
Петух, блядь.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
О, ну мы почти пришли, как понимаю, да?
So glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Наступай. Да, блять. Вот. Мне эти сумасшедшие птицы, блядь.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the
Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
Ох, ёпта, это ведьма.
Come here. Pretty please, can you tell me where I am? You, won't you say something? I need to get my bearings. I'm lost, and the shadows keep on changing.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been killed.
Ладно, ребят, будем заканчивать стрим. Вечером будут танки. Это... Всем спасибо. До свидания.